Okay, the other thing I'd like to introduce you to is something that we were shown by Katsutaka Sensei, Otsuki III, on the winter course pre-COVID, and it was using this internal. I can remember we were all got smiles on our face because we had lots of people on the course walking around like this. It's quite amusing at the time, but we didn't really fully understood it at the time. But during this COVID period, I've tried to think about it. And even though I think I'm in the early stage of it, I am starting to appreciate it. So I'm looking forward to Otsuki III's course when he comes over here next time. So hopefully I'll watch and I'll pick up some more pointers from him. His videos are excellent, where you see him moving. So, but for an exercise, and we've been doing it in the club, just by when you're actually warming up, by concaving the chest and then just letting it relax, concave, relax, and back and relax. And the same with the hip. If you can put your hip in without moving the top half, you're not telling anybody that you're going to do a Maigere. But if you can move the hip, you've already done maybe a third of the technique before you actually action the Maigere. Same with Maishigere. And so try and use this preloading. It helps. I've found it very useful when I'm doing the Shirogere to, if you do this, and you do this, it tells you the opponent, but if you can do this, and then, you're cheating time. Cheat's not the right word, managing time. That's maybe a more polite word. And especially if you're training with maybe somebody from another club who doesn't know this, they won't be looking out for it. Yeah, so you partnered off with them, preload it. Yeah, then there you go. Concaved. Use this. I think Tsukamoto Sensei used to explain it by physics. I'm an engineer, or was, and I understood elasticity and plasticity, the tensile strength in steel. So you have a range called elasticity, where it will expand and contract. Then you have a yield, where it starts to go from the elasticity to plasticity. And plasticity means that it won't come back to its original shape. So you want to try and keep your techniques within this elasticity range. So coming back to this, if you hold it too long, you've gone into plasticity. You've got nothing, no natural muscles that will bring you back. So you need to find the extremity and let it go. Find the extremity and let it go. Try and keep within that elasticity range. If you hold it too long, your muscles took a different shape. It stretched too much. So try and make them short, but not hold it too long. Yeah? Go, the Shirogere. Yeah? Here for the Maigere. So start thinking about it, because this is what's going to be happening in the future. Try and grab the nettle. Have a play with it. Experience it. Try and get the benefits of it. I felt the benefit because I'm getting older. My muscles are getting tired. So I have to bring some techniques, some words out the box, some tools to try and keep up with the young guys. Okay, so if the young guys could pick up on this, just think how quick they could be. Yeah? People like myself, who've been doing karate a long time, or maybe even I've just started, you need to try and you need to try and compensate for the things that you lack, because due to age, you need to compensate with technique. I can always remember somebody saying about Wadori is an old man's karate. Yeah, you have to be very conservative, minimal with your moves, almost to the extent that people don't believe you're actually moving. Yeah, and I think that's what we lacked when we first started training back in the 70s. We didn't see these subtle movements, or I wasn't clever enough, or I was too young or inexperienced to see these. But over the years, it's very important when you go to a course, look at the things that they're not showing you. Look how they move. Yeah, see how they move their feet. Yeah, look at how they're moving the body. Yeah, look how they're leaning back and putting this hip into it. So it's a rotation, but the hip's going forward by leaning the body back to hit, to focus the energy more into the attacker. Yeah, early days for me on this. Maybe one of the days I might be good enough just to give you a bit of more of a lesson on it, but very, very low down with my knowledge of this technique. And that's good with Wadori, because if you think you know it all, you don't. You know, there's more and more. And I thought I knew it all, but that prompted me, it nudged me to look at what I was doing. And if you can instruct people, just think how better they're going to be in the future. Better than me, better than, that will bring on karate, that will bring on Wadori. Yeah? So don't hold these techniques back, show. If you show them, people can't get it overnight. It takes years and years of timing and small details. The more smaller details you can put in, the better the technique. Yeah? It's not one big, one hit. No. Lots of smaller details makes the technique. As you get older, you need those small techniques. You need those small movements. So I hope you've enjoyed the session, and maybe you forgive me for rabbiting on, for talking too long. So, thank you.
So thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel so far. Some very appreciated comments, and people seem to be getting a lot out of these lessons, and that's why we're now doing more structured lessons. We've had some requests, so we're going to look at putting those into detailed lessons. So if you've asked for a specific subject, we are looking at it, and we'll hope to get the videos to you as soon as possible. So once again, thanks for the support, thanks for the comments. If you have requests, please fire them in, and we'll do our best to put them into a lesson and explain them as best we can. Don't worry, Gata.